Well, good morning, everybody. It's another cool, crisp morning here in Maryland. There's a little bit of sleet and freezing rain falling down this morning, but that's supposed to pass here in about the next 20 or 30 minutes. So we should be good to go for the day. Hopefully the sun will pop out here in a little bit and we'll get a good day's work in. What's in store for today is I got a special treat for you. We're going to do something today that has never been done here in the wood yard. It's something that I've kind of been looking forward to doing just to see how it works out and to see how much production we can get done. So stick around and find out what we're up to. All right, so I came over here this past week. Last week you saw us me and Taylor stacked all that oak, and there was a little bit left over. So these are just some scraps here, but all the oak that was left over from what we stacked out of those two cord, that's up off the ground now, and that's all stacked up. I also came over here this past week, and that load of locust that was here, all that is bucked up now. I got all that staged right there next to the splitter so we can get that split. And for your special treat today, look what's out here. The old Countyline has made a appearance. Haven't seen that old girl in a while, but the reason why both splitters are set up is because Val's coming over, and we're going to have dueling splitters going today. So she's going to be working on this little bit of poplar here. There's a little bit of ash next to it here. We'll see what she can get done. And I'm going to be working on the stack of ash over there. So we'll get all the equipment warmed up here, and eventually, once we get that done after lunch probably, this load of red oak that's laying here, I'm going to get all that bucked up as well. So we got a lot of work set up for today, and we'll see how much we can get done. So it's a busy day here in the wood yard. Val got all that poplar split up in the beginning this morning, and I'll mix that in with the bundle wood for the campfire wood. Obviously that's not heating wood. But then I moved her back there to split some of that black gum, and I hate black gum, and I think she's developing a hatred for it as well. It's stringy stuff. I found a gum log mixed in with some of those loads that I brought in. So I bucked it up and stacked it back there and said I'll get to that another time. I just wasn't in the mood to split it. But she's here running the splitter in that Countyline with that single wedge. with that gum. That works well for that. It's a pain to split, but she's getting it done. And I've been up here knocking out this ash. My mom just popped her head out the door up in the garage, and I think she wants to help out today, so I'm gonna have her come over here and maybe get started stacking that poplar that Val just split this morning. So I'll set you up so you can watch the Ramsplitter work for a little while and try to knock the rest of this ash out here. I tell you what, it's nice to hear all these engines running at the same time here in the yard. It's a good sound. But yeah, that Countyline has been in the shed for a while. Hadn't been run, and it started on the third pull this morning, so that made me happy. I always turn the fuel off when I know I'm not going to be running something for a while and let the thing run out of fuel. That way the carburetor doesn't get gummed up and that needle valve gets stuck, and then you have nothing but problems with it running. So if you've got a fuel shut off and you're not going to be using something for a while, turn that valve off, let that thing run until it shuts itself off and runs completely out of gas. That way the bowl in the carburetor is empty and that float doesn't get stuck. Some of this ash here that I'm splitting is pretty gnarly, but we're knocking through it. Some of it's bigger stuff. But I'm just splitting right into the dump trailer again, and that way I can move it to where I'm going to stack it. And I'll probably stack it right out of the dump trailer this time. I know some of you a couple weeks back on that video when I dumped that oak next to where we were going to stack it. It was not an ideal situation, and some of the comments told me about it, but I had that other delivery right afterwards, so I didn't have an option. So this time I'll just leave it in the trailer. I'll put the trailer in the dump position about halfway up so that everything slides back towards me, and I'll stack right out of there. Get the live streams coming up. I think it's the 24th, whatever that last Thursday is of February. That'll be our live stream. So I'll get you sped up here. Maybe I'll do a little side-by-side action with the dueling splitters. Here we go. So my mom has shown up to help, and the new plan is that Valerie is going to come stack the poplar right there in that bin. And my mom's down there stacking the black gum in that bin down there. Val's on the very last round that she's working on. So as soon as she gets that split, she'll be up here working. I'm going to walk you down here, put you on some time lapse for a second, and let you watch Mama Bear working. Good morning, Mom. Good morning.
Good morning.
Are you glad we don't have to do the crisscrosses anymore? You like the dividers? Yeah, it works out a lot better. So let's get you on time lapse. You can watch this pile grow. Well, the girls are leaving. They're walking away. Val's headed back to the house. The life of a real estate agent. She's got some appointments today. That's why you haven't seen her in the woodyard a whole lot. She's been really busy with her real estate and doesn't really have a whole lot of time running around with her appointments and stuff. So Mom walked down. She was a big help. And we got all the poplar stacked over here, and my mom got all that gum stacked back there. So I'm going to bring you back over here with me to the splitter and the dump trailer and see if we can finish up the rest of this ash pile. So this rain that was supposed to hang around for about a half hour this morning, it decided to stay all day, I guess. It rained the whole time that Valerie was splitting and my mom were stacking. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it's just this miserable, annoying drizzle. Cold rain. The temperature's supposed to be falling all day. But I was really hoping that the rain would have stopped this morning like the original weather report said. If that's not the case, here in a little bit I'm going to be taking a lunch break. I'll check the radar and see what the new forecast is saying. Well, we're all done with that pile of ash. That big pile that we started with this morning is gone. I had a few rounds over here, big rounds of ash that I got split, and this is what we ended up with. A full dump trailer load. We know from experience that's about 1.5 cords of wood. So that's done. And now I'm debating on whether or not to start bucking this up today or not. I'm getting ready to go get something to eat for lunch. And I'm not sure how ambitious I'm going to be after that. But we got a lot done here so far, and that'll just be a bonus. So I'll let you know here in just a second. Well, my belly is full. Val made me a good lunch. And before we get back over to the woodyard, I'm here at the post office. Got some packages going out today. Mr. David Ferris, your stickers are on the way. Johnny Neville, your hats are on the way. And I've got 2 whiskey glasses that are going out today also. So somebody ordered some whiskey glasses with the firewood and the firewood at the furnace engraving on it. So if you weren't on the last live stream at the end of January there, I got some new whiskey glasses in with our actual logo, and they're for sale. They're $12 a piece, so check them out. Watch that live stream back. I'll show them, and if you go to my Facebook page, I've also got them on there. They turned out pretty nice. So we're shipping this stuff out, and then we're going to go buck some oak. All right, we're back. I moved the dump trailer from where we were splitting this morning and backed it in over here. This is where we're going to be stacking the ash. We're going to start stacking the ash right there in that empty bin. There's more than that bin will hold in the trailer, so we'll have to move that around eventually again anyway, but we're going to refill that. And right now we're going to start bucking on this oak. This wasn't a full load. There's some smaller stuff here and some bigger stuff. But I figure we can get this bucked up today. The rain finally stopped, and that way we're ready to split again next time we come over. I got the 360 and the 660 with me. So we'll fire them up, get them warmed up, give you a little bonus footage of some bucking today. battery on the camera just notified me that there's a low battery. So I'm going to speed you up, put you on a little bit of time lapse, let you see what you can, me getting through this oak. I'll get out to 660 so that y'all can see that run. Every time I run that, I get some questions on how that's doing. So I'll fire that up also, get through this one big log. Actually, there's two bigger logs here. We'll rip through those and then we'll close this thing out. I'm telling you what, this thing rips. Not the most ideal cutting conditions with all this other crap laying around it, but I think you get the picture. All right, everybody, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up before the battery on the camera dies. That way we don't lose footage and I know what I've got. But anyway, I just want to thank everybody for joining us today. We got a lot done. My mom and Valerie helped out a whole lot, getting some extra splitting and some extra stacking done. So I hope you enjoyed the little dueling splitters action. That was the first time we'd been able to do that, and it worked out good. Val still does a very good job on the splitter. But anyway, make sure you check the description of the video. Check out our Facebook page. If you have any questions or want to send me an email, my email address is in there, and also the link to the bonfire page where we have shirts for sale. So anybody who wants to purchase a shirt, go to that link, and if anybody wants to purchase a hat, a whiskey glass, or stickers, just send me an email to firewood@thefurnace@gmail.com and we'll hook you up. But anyway, that's going to wrap it up. Click on some of these videos here on the side if you haven't seen those, and like I always say, please like, subscribe, tell your friends, and we'll see you next time. Have a great week, everybody.